can't live without my coffee. Hey guys, it's Taylor here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about auditioning tips, super simple, and I use these on my auditions and they have helped me get callbacks and ultimately book. So if you want to learn all these tips, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first tip that I'm going to be sharing with you today is confidence. So when you walk into the audition room and you're, met with the casting director and all that, you want to be confident, but not cocky, not like, full of yourself, but just walking in there being sure of your, how you're playing the scene and, a humble confidence, nothing too crazy, but just walking in there feeling good about yourself and good about your choices. And then, taking direction, humbly. So never cocky, but still be confident, be you. Okay, the next one is knowing the script. So I don't mean memorizing all the words, and they don't expect you to either. No one expects you to know every single word and to memorize it all, but you do want to have some understanding of the context. For instance, if it's like a comedic script and a comedic scene, then you'd know like maybe naturally what comes to the character if you mess up a line. But just ultimately knowing the tone of the piece and knowing your character and its backstory. And again, you don't have to memorize the lines, but just know the basic idea. One of the most important tips on this list is improv. So you might be thinking, what? This is not like a comedy show. I don't know how to improv. And honey, me too. When I first started acting and one of the auditions that I went to, this is from example, when I went to one audition, it was like, I'll just like make it your own. And the casting directors usually speak in like codes. So they say like, oh, make it your own, have fun with it. That's code word for, we want you to improv, we want you to like bring your own take. So when I went on that audition, I was just like, I was scared out of my mind because I had never taken an improv class before, and I just wanted to stick to something. I didn't know what to bring to that audition. So I recommend taking improv classes. They'll really help you to think on your feet, which is one of the most valuable tools that you need to know as an actor, which I learned the hard way. But just improving, if the casting director says, and I make this very clear, if the casting director says that they want you to make it your own and have fun with it, by all means do that. So like adding a line or two maybe, switching up the words just a little bit, just like a hint of you, or maybe giving a look, or, maybe doing like a fun flipping of the hair, something fun, something that you bring to it. I wouldn't recommend improving and like making it your own if they say like, oh, we just want you to stick to the script, then I just stick to the script. Why can I not talk today? Oh my gosh, I think I'm just jittery from the coffee. Anyway, improv it, have fun with it, be you, be original. Oh, and I forgot to mention, another type of improv audition or like make it your own audition is when they just kind of give you a scene to play out. So maybe you're walking the dog in the park, and they say, okay, you're walking the dog in the park and, you see a hot dog vendor and you want to buy a hot dog, and action. So maybe you would come up with a stare. Like sometimes they don't want you to speak and they just want you to act out a scene. And then other times they'll say, okay, you want to yell at the hot dog vendor to give you a hot dog. So you could say, hey, hot dog vendor, I'm so hungry, whatever, that is another type of improv audition where it's all improv. They give you a scene to play out, but ultimately you come up with the material. I just wanted to throw that in. Okay, on to the next tip. Okay, being sociable. I think this goes hand in hand with confidence. And what I mean by being sociable is that sometimes the casting director will ask you the most random questions ever, like, oh, have you read any good books lately? And you're just like, well, maybe for history class, they'll ask you like random questions. And I found that they just want to see your personality, and what brings me to my next point, some auditions, before you even start, they'll say, they'll ask you like personality questions. Read any good books lately? What do you like to do in your spare time? Any plans for the weekend? They'll ask you like the most bizarre questions, like random. You think, but I'm here for an audition. Like, why are they asking me about a book? Or so I thought. They just want to see your personality. So, for instance, and I was asked once, like, oh, what's your favorite book? I like to read, but I'm most excited about, cooking or singing or, let's say painting, you know, they just want to see your personality. So it doesn't matter what you talk about. Just bring up a conversation, talk with them, you know, associate with them, and just have fun with it. Show your personality, and leave them a taste of you when you leave, because then they'll be thinking about you, and that's what you want. You know, they'll be saying, you know, she was really fun to work with, or he was really fun to work with. Let's have her come in again, or him come in again, you know? Leave them a taste of your sparkle. That was really... Okay, on to the next one. My last tip is being prepared. So I have heard this so much from acting coaches, from casting directors, acting articles that I have read. Everyone says the number one things that gets people booked is being prepared for the audition. So by being prepared, you're arriving early to the audition, and I usually arrive about 10 to 15 minutes before, so that if there's script, you know, I go over it, I rehearse it. If I have a scene partner, I go over it with them. Park, you know, parking for auditions is always the most stressful thing because you can never find any. Casting offices are so tiny and the parking is like non-existent. So just being prepared, being early is really gonna help you out. Bringing a headshot and resume, which I actually covered in my last video, all about beginning and acting with absolute zero experience like me. So I will link that down below for you guys. Headshot, resume, super simple to make, super easy to get. So bring that, having the script with you if they give you any. Sometimes they won't give you script and they'll say, oh, it's like you get at the audition. And then other times they'll print it out with you, or like have your agent, you know, print it out for you. And you'll get the script and you'll rehearse it. I usually have a day's notice for an audition, so it's usually the night before. So I can go over it and rehearse it. And also dressing the part, which is key. It's super important. So like if it's a call for, you know, a teenage girl, 15, going to the mall, maybe you'd wear like jeans, a t-shirt, denim jacket, and then some sneakers. You know, you wouldn't wear like a ball gown or like a cocktail dress or anything. But just being prepared and being professional is really what's going to make you stand out and make you look really good to the casting directors. So anyway, if any of these tips helped you at all, comment that down below, because I love to hear it and I love to hear from you guys in general. And like this video again if it did help you. So anyway, that is all for today, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, it's Taylor here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be all talk